guys, my friends on YouTube. Whoops, I did it again. And if you haven't done so already, please press the subscribe button. It's totally free from charge, and I post 1 long videos a week and 2 and 3 short videos from 1 minute to 3 minutes. You know, yeah, that's what I do. So if you like this content, do subscribe. Would be very happy if you did. So let's dig into this box. Just gonna grab my cheese knife, one I always use when I'm unboxing stuff. Lebende Pflanzen. In Swedish it would have been, or it is, varning, levande plantor. So, relatively similar languages. All right. It is from a very nice nursery in Germany, as you probably could guess. I have a note on the box. Yeah. I'm going to be in Dresden in March. I would like to go to Dresden. Look. Speakers, Harold Kopovich. I guess we know that guy, the Kopovich. Nora, the Angeli. John Xian. Yes. Harder to pronounce. But, wow. A little invoice, yeah? Already paid. This plant, for example. Kopovich name on it. It's been growing so well. I just need to watch out for spider mites now. Red spider mites, first and foremost. So yeah, it would be nice to visit Dresden Orchid Show. The people at Orchid Society, I've been talking about going there several times now, but it's never been reality, so this far. So maybe next year. You can really plan for it. And don't announce it to the members at the very last minute, so they have plenty of time to prepare the journey, so to speak. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid to tell you guys where I got this package from. Großräschener. Yeah. As I've been lousy on pronouncing that name, that nursery's name, but I'm getting there. Großräschener. Anyways, here's plant number 1. And it is a tarantula spider. No, it certainly looks that way. Now, this is not packing material. It's his. Yeah, it's mounted on to this plastic mount without any type of moss or anything. Simply just bare rooted. Yes. Tag, Dendrobium senile. Yeah. Strange name on an orchid, isn't it? First time I ever saw this one was at Roger's Orchids channel many years ago. Perhaps 10 years ago. He had a senile, or maybe he still got it. I haven't heard of it for quite some time now, so I think maybe he lost it or sold it or whatever. Anyways, it's a species where carries fragrant, lemony scented, yeah, 4 to 6 centimeters wide blooms, yellow blooms, which last relatively long, for 3 to 4 weeks, I've heard. So it's not only for just 1 week's time, as for the farmery or other swiftly blooming ones. So 3 to 4 weeks, that's great. And it comes from Laos in the Tenasian region in Thailand. Also referred to as the white-haired dendrobium or old man orchid or Cattleya senilis or senilis. Blooms in spring. It's a miniature sized, yeah. A miniature, yeah, it is, I think. It's a miniature sized. Blooms in spring. Can be kept warm to cool. Epiphytic. And the plant itself can reach the size of 9 to 22 centimeters. And it's got hairy, succulent pseudobulbs. Grows in bright light. And what about the waterings, yeah? As it's mounted, it needs to be in there. In my humid cabinet. And it needs to receive bright light, yeah? I've got a good LED tube there. Should be watered excessively throughout the summer period, or at least when it's in active growth. You can see new root tips everywhere. But come winter, you should reduce the amount of water or water frequencies and exclude the fertilizer totally. This doesn't sound very difficult, as it's quite easy to reduce the watering. I need to spray this orchid or dip water it every other day, as it is in a high humidity cabinet. That's for sure. So maybe I need to add a little bit of spag. And we shall see. For now, this is how it's going to stick. Anyways, flowering size orchid for €30. So it's not the cheapest of plants, but I know from experience that Großräschener always ship beautiful plants. I have nothing bad to say about that nursery, except for sometimes a little bit too high prices, but I've seen worse, yeah? I've seen worse prices as well. But not so many times better plants. That's my experience, my personal experience. And I'm going to stick to it. So, yeah. 4 months later, here she hangs. Senile. Look. It's sloping a bit more downwards. Leaves are longer. Couple of small new growth. Yes. I put some Spanish moss onto it to keep the moisture a bit longer surrounding the plant. Always works as long as the Spanish moss is still alive. But I'd say that it's larger. At least it's larger, but I haven't seen any blooms yet. But I guess it's not its season anyways. But I haven't done anything with it. It's just the way it arrived. Still bare-rooted. Except for what a little Spanish. Tillandsia usnoides. I added on top of the plant. Yes? But it's a very fun plant. Even the leaves are hairy. Old man's dendrobium, yeah. I fancy this plant a lot. I think it's very unique. I managed to keep it in this good shape after 4 months. Almost bare-rooted. I think we'll manage to keep this alive throughout the winter period, come spring as well. Good thing I choose the cabinet for it. Yes. Plant number 2. Yes, look at this plant. This is what a good Cattleya orchid shall look like. Yeah, good work. I think I will do a softie on her. As soon as it gets over and done with, the better. Now, what is it? Yeah? Better check my notes. It's SLC, Sophronitis, crossed with Laelia, and crossed also with the Cattleya. Nowadays, as the Sophronitis is reclassified into the Cattleya alliance, it will naturally be called Cattleya. Not LC or, yeah, you know the drill, SLC. And this one is Little Hazel. Cattleya, Little Hazel. It's a miniature Cattleya, which produces 5 to 7 centimeters wide blooms, red, orangey red blooms, can bloom twice yearly. Compact growing plant, yeah, she surely is. It's very nice. New growth there. Yeah, and it's got a sweet fragrance and it's quite uncommon in cultivation. Yeah, you don't see these guys very often on the market, so I was lucky. I tried to get one at the Danish nursery, but I didn't really, I missed out on the opportunity to grab the best one. My friend did, snatch the best one in front of my eyes, So I just, I changed my mind and I didn't get the SLC or Cattleya Little Hazel at all. So now we can see somebody added on a new layer of spag, so they could upgrade the pot. You can see it's simply spag here. And I'm going to pick and peel off as much as I can here. Without disturbing its root system altogether. Bad is in active growth, you can see here. So a little bit like this. It smells so like soil. Yeah. Now let's see. Here it's newest growth. It's a little bit too large, this pot, but it's okay. I don't think I have a smaller one. I mean, it's either this one or that one. So yeah, it may fit. So what am I going to do with it today? Yeah, I'm going to use this tiny pot. It'll be all right. As I'm going to prepare this orchid for my regular party mix I always use. We can't use only spag. So, right on the table. Yeah, that's all right. Just a little bit of bark. Some charcoal. Charcoal. And of course, a little bit of perlite, like I always do. So, that's it. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it this time around. No. Just going to let this orchid get a little bit used to be sitting in something else. And simply spag. Without disturbing her too much. So next time, a little bit less moss into a larger pot. I think this pot can hold her for at least 2 more years' time, as I do not reckon that this orchid grows very, very fiercely and fast. I don't think so, but we shall see. I haven't had it before, but hence the other ones, my other miniature red ones. I think this one will grow relatively slowly as well. So, yeah. Now I'm going to spray her with my pesticide and put her aside to dry before I put her together with the other orchids. So, 4 months later update. Even for this plant. Alright, let's see now. Let's move out the miniature ones. They're sitting next to the Cattleya Chief Berry and my 2 Splash Leas. berry finished its blooming just the other day. This one is here. Look at her. She is growing well. She's growing wider. That new growth, and this one as well to the middle. Yes. Something there as well. Yeah, she's growing really well now. This is the oldest part. I see some roots or whatever. Yeah, root tips. Yeah, and I do see a sheath as they bloom, tiny sized. This one probably is going to bloom for us, just like this tiny one did. Hooray, hooray for this one's progression and development. So pleased. It's a funny thing that it comes out from the smallest one, but maybe it will grow larger. I didn't see this growth emerge, so maybe it's just a tiny growth, and it will grow larger now with a sheath and all. It'll soon look like this one, which it should bloom from, yes? So, yeah, well pleased with this purchase, well pleased. And good thing I didn't get it, the other one at some other nursery. This is a much better plant for half the price as well. Yeah, well, I guess this would be it. This would be the video. So now it's time to close it, and I hope you liked it, this 2-plant order. But sometimes, yeah, you just don't need to buy 20 plants, do you? So sometimes plants cost a lot, and so on and so forth, as for this order. So, yeah, it was enough. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe, and we should talk soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.